What's up everyone, Jason here at Canyon Adventure Vans, and today I'm going to show you how to install our garage slide out deck into the Winnebago Revel. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop all these O-rings out. So you have 4 of them. We don't need to pop these out. We just need to pop the 2 there and the 2 on the passenger side out. And then we can put our studs in, and then we can take the garage slide out deck and then bolt it on. So let's get started. I'll show you how to do that first, and then we'll come back and then we'll install the deck. All right, so let's start right here. First thing you're gonna do is pop these little plastic pieces off. Then what we wanna do, I like to use 2 flathead screwdrivers. And then I wanna lift up. And I can't get my fingers in there to lift up. It's just too hard. So I just come in here and kind of lift up. And then I can kind of turn them. Once I turn it like that, super easy. Just kind of get it out of the way. Now I can come in here and unscrew one of these screws. So I'll take this out just like that. And then now I'm able to slide this right off and out. So it makes it just super easy. And then what I'll do is, because you'll see if you look in here, Winnebago doesn't screw these in all the way. So if you don't pop these screws out, it's really hard to be able to take this out of that little L-track system. The other thing is I'd like to tighten that back up once the other screw gets in. So here's the studs that we provide. You're gonna take these 2 nuts off in the washer. We're gonna slide this right in here like so, right in the middle. Now I'm gonna have to screw this one down a little bit because it's sticking up. They didn't screw it all the way in. That's kind of blocking from centering that. So I can go actually a little more. There we go. Now I can get that centered right in there. And then now I'll take the other one and I'll put that right back into the same hole. Don't over tighten them. You don't want to snap those screws. Okay, then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to drop this down on top, just like that. And then the washer. And then you have 2 nuts. You have the locking nut, which we're not going to use. We're going to use this one with the flange. And I just hand tighten that. If you'd like, you can go ahead and tighten it down with a socket, but just a hand tighten, that's all I'm worried about. Okay, and then that's it. All right, so we just installed the 4 studs, 2 on each side, passenger to driver side. You do not need to change these out, so that is done now. Now the next step is to put the garage slide out deck inside. If you don't have an Inhabit mat back here, you're good to go. You can pick it up and drop it down. If you do, you need to take this off, but we'll show you at the end on how to put this back in to make it work. So for now, I will take this out. Thank you, Cecil. And then we'll go ahead, and the next step is to pick this bad boy up and put it in. And it's nice if you can get 1 person on each side, and then I can sit back here and bring it in, kind of guide it so I don't scratch up the inside of my Revel, and bring it all the way to the wall, drop it down, and that is it. The next step is, before I start bolting it down, I want to make sure that it's square on there. I don't want my garage slide out to be coming out at an angle, so I really want to line it up on the edge, and you can kind of just look down, and if you want to bring a tape measure, you can do that. If not, our guys got it down where you're just kind of lining it up.
Just kind of look over the top right here. Just trying to get this threshold right here, even with this edge of the tray. Kind of see your mounting plates too, are in the same spot, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, and then the other thing there, a quick note on if it wasn't square, what happens is when you try to close it up, and if it's at a little bit of an angle, one of those locks, the drawer slide locks are going to lock, the other one will not. So it's really important that they're even and it's square, so when you close it, both sides lock. Okay? All right, so now you slide it out, and then in our stud kit, you get 4 washers and 4 lock nuts. So I'll start on the back here, and this just slides right over this. Get that started. Do the same thing over here. Then you'll need a ratchet. What size is this, gentlemen? 9/16. So then I'll come in here, lock this down. I don't want to bring my slide all the way out either where I'm fighting with this where it wants to tip over either. So I just slid it out enough where I can do some work and use the ratchet. I can actually slide a little more. If you have an impact wrench with the socket on there, it'll be 10 times faster. So just nice and snug. I don't need to over tighten it or do any of that. Just want to get it nice and snug. Should be good. Same thing over here. And then what I like to do is I'll close it. I'll have Cecil come back in. After I get this tight, I'll have him go ahead and close it and make sure both sides lock and it's nice and square still. And then I'll work to the second row of bolts. Okay. Actually, let me tighten this one a little more. Okay. All right, go ahead and close that up for me, Cecil. So yeah, just kind of make sure they both lock on both sides. Beautiful. And then I'll have him slide it out a little more till right here. And then same thing, put a washer here. That started. Same thing over here. Pretty simple install. Definitely helps if you have some neighbors, some friends that can help you get this in. But okay, good to go. Now, Cecil, you close that one more time. Just make sure everything clicks. Awesome, look at that, all nice and locked in and squared up, and that's it. That's pretty much how you install. And now it's great. We designed this thing where it's all cut out here. And literally, you can just walk right into the back and be able to get your gear. And then the next step is I will show you how to remount your Inhabit floor mats. And then also we will put a Inhabit mat on the inside of the deck as well. All right, we just got the garage slide out deck installed. Everything's great there. We have Inhabit mats for the garage in here. And I want to show you what you have to do to make them work, because we don't want to have you buy another set just for the garage slide out. So what we do is you're going to slide these in here like so. Just do a little test fit for you to show you what's happening. You'll slide it underneath the tracks. You'll slide it underneath the tracks here, like so. I'll go back and adjust it there so it's nice and flat, but look what happens. So this little piece here that normally comes back in here is now in the way. And I can't put this, and I don't want to put the mat over our garage slide out or underneath it. I'd rather put it over so it's protecting everything and it's just consistent and easy for cleaning. So what I have to do is I actually have to cut this piece off, and then when I'm done, I put this piece over here, okay? So you just take that off. I just wanted to show you that so you guys can see. So basically, I just want to continue this and cut this piece off right here. So want to follow this line. You can do it with the razor blade or scissors. And with these mats, you can just follow the line. Pretty simple. And that's it. Now I should just be able to slide that back in. Just like that. You want it to go under the track, obviously, so your garage slide out slides back in, just like that. Let me just double check on the other end. So you come over here where this Velcro meets for your center section and just make sure that's nice and smooth like that. And then there you go. And then as we push this out, you can see nice and clean. So no harm done. And then what I'll end up doing is, can you go ahead and, Manny, can you slide this garage slide out in for me, please? Or actually, Manny, could you just hand me the piece that I cut off? Perfect. Thank you. All right, so here's that piece that we cut off. So I'm just gonna reuse it now and put it right here. So you wouldn't even know that it's in there. And that's it, and you don't have to worry about this fraying. I've had it this way for about 8 months on our vans, and we're constantly taking these things in and out. So you're good to go. That's the quick fix. And then the next deal is putting the mat on. So I'm gonna show you something now that I'm here as well, how strong this is. So normally we sell the garage hitch step, and you put it in there, and it's basically, what it is it's an insurance policy when you're standing out, if you're sitting out here, or in our Storyteller, we have the Canyon kitchen that slides out, and you can stand on here and cook. But you can tell there's no hitch support in here right now. I'm 190 pounds. It's bolted down to the Revel's floor, and this thing's pretty darn sturdy. So I can sit here and hang out if I want. I can have all my gear on here. So it's kind of unheard of for a garage slide out deck, and that's why we call it a deck, that you can come and hang out here. And then the next thing is, if you want, we have an option for the Inhabit mat to go on top of your garage slide out deck. And although we have all these lasered L-tracks cut out so you can put your O-rings and mount different things, you could still use this. And if you need to mount anything, all I do is take a little drill or a little razor blade, cut an X, and I still can access the areas that I want to mount something. So this rolls right in here. This is one of my favorite accessories for the garage slide out deck. Look how nice that looks. You look in the van and it has this continuation of the same mat everywhere. It makes the space feel a lot larger. It's more refined, it's aesthetically pleasing, and it protects your investment of your garage slide out deck from getting scratches and those types of things as well. So there you have it. That's how you install the garage slide out deck in a Winnebago Revel 21 plus. So 21, 22s, 23s, 24s when they come out, same thing. If you have an earlier model, 18, 19, 20, the garage is a little bit bigger. You have the cutouts. You could still mount our garage slide out deck in there. You just have to go into the floor. So when you want to go into the floor, it's basically drilling a hole, running a plus nut into the frame of the floor, and then bolting it straight down. So we'll talk about that at another time, but this is how you do it on a 21 plus Winnebago Revel. If you like this video and the content we're putting out, please hit the like button below, subscribe to our channel, continue following us. We're gonna put out a lot of product videos, obviously install videos, so we can make things easy for our customers, but we also wanna highlight everything that we do in these vans so you can make educated decisions before you purchase to see if that product is meant for you and how you're gonna use your van. So check us out. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook at Canyon Adventure Vans. You can email us at info@canyonadventurevans.com. Website link is in the video here.
And that's it. We'll see you on the next either install video or product highlight video. Take care.